Hey everybody, Captain B-Nard back here with another Wi-Fi battle. Today we have a battle against Brandon, and as you can see he has a very cool team, so it should definitely be another good one, and we're going to get right into it. So, looking at the team preview, I was thinking he was going to want to lead with the Lichen Rock to set the Stealth Rock turn 1, so I decided to lead with my Excadrill, the Gravedigger, so I can do the same, as he actually does end up leading off with the Lichen Rock midday form. So my Mold Breaker is going to come into play right away, and here he actually catches me by surprise. He outspeeds me and actually goes for a Fire Fang, and he actually gets a critical hit, which is going to one-shot kill my Excadrill, dropping me right down to 5 Pokemon, so really bad start to the battle for me. So I'm going to come in then with my Buzzwole Roid Rage. I am max physical defense, so I know I can take anything from this thing. It goes for another Fire Fang, knocks me down to about 2/3, but that's okay. I am just going to go straight for a Drain Punch, and that is going to put me back up to full health, and also one-shot kill the Lichen Rock, dropping him down to 5 Pokemon as well, and of course activating my Beast Boost to give me an attack increase. So then he is going to come in with Salazzle, and this is no good for me. I have to switch out here. I don't want to get taken out with a fire attack, so I'm going to come in with my Politoed Storm, and of course my Drizzle is going to activate to make it rain on the battlefield. And he actually just decides to go for a Nasty Plot here, anticipating the switch, I assume, so that is going to give him a sharp special attack increase. But he actually decides to switch out here rather than going for an attack, and he is going to switch directly into his Meganium, which was actually a little bit of a surprise to me. I actually did go for the Scald, thinking he would stay in, wanting to make some use of that Nasty Plot, but that is not going to do much of anything to this thing despite the rain boost, so I have no choice but to switch out here. I don't want to get taken out with a Grass attack, so I'm going to switch in with my Tornadus Big Bird, as he does go for the Petal Dance. So that's not going to do too much of anything to me, fortunately. And this turn, since he is locked into the Petal Dance, I can just outspeed him, go for a Hurricane. It is guaranteed to hit because the rain is up, and that is going to take out the Meganium, dropping him down to 4 Pokemon, and I also take some damage from the Life Orb. So then he is going to come in with Weevil, and his pressure is going to come into play. And I'm going to go for the switch here. I don't want to get taken out with an Ice attack, so I'm going to switch directly back into my Buzzwole, as he actually goes for a Shadow Claw instead, which was kind of a surprise, but not going to do too much of anything to me. I am max physical defense, so that is going to be it for the rain. And this turn he is going to go for the switch, knows there's not much of anything he can do to me, so he is going to come in with the Como-O, as I decided to go for a Leech Life, anticipating a switch, but not into the Como-O, so that isn't going to do much of anything to him, unfortunately, but it is going to give me back most of my health, which was nice. So here I do have to go for the switch. I'm kind of anticipating the special Z move on his side, and unfortunately for me, I don't really have a good switch into that, so I decided to switch directly into my Drampa, Mr. Herbert, basically as fodder. I need to sack something off, and this kind of seemed like the least useful against the rest of his team, so sure enough, he does go for the Z move as predicted, which is the Clangorous Soul Blaze, the special Z move for Como-O, of course coming off Clanging Scales. So this move is very cool and very powerful, so he is going to hit me up with that, and there is no way that poor old Mr. Herbert is going to be able to survive that one, unfortunately, and even more unfortunately, it actually raises all of his stats by 1 stage, which is very dangerous. So, of course, that is going to be the end of my Drampa, dropping me down to 4 Pokemon. So, then I am going to come back in with Politoed and get the Drizzle once again to make it rain. And he does outspeed me here. He is going to go for a Clanging Scales. And I am going to take that very well. I am max special defense with an assault vest. It is going to do only about a third damage to me. It is going to lower his defense as well. I just went for the ice beam to get as much damage as possible. That is going to knock him down to about a third of his health, but he is able to survive because of the stat boosts. Go for a close combat, which is going to lower his defense stats once again, but it is going to be more than enough to take out my Politoed, dropping me to 3 Pokemon. So then I am going to come in with my Arcanine Legendary, and I am going to get the Intimidate to lower his attack. And with 2 defense drops, I figure a Choice Band Extreme Speed should take this thing out. Unfortunately, it does get rid of the Como O, dropping him down to 3 Pokemon, which is of course good for me. So then he is going to come in with Swampert, and that is going to force me to switch. Again, I am Choice Banded into Extreme Speed, so I'm going to switch in with my Buzzwole once again, trying to absorb any physical attack he throws. But he actually decides to go for the Mega Evolution first into Mega Swampert, which is actually really scary for me because my rain is still up. He does get the Swift Swim. Fortunately for me, he misses a Muddy Water, so that reveals to me he is actually a special set, so I have to switch out with my Buzzwole. Then I'm going to switch directly into my Tornadus as he does go for a Yawn, which was another surprise. That is going to ensure that I fall asleep next turn, but fortunately the rain is over, so I am now going to outspeed him, and I am just going to stay in here and go for a Grass Knot. I know it will be enough to one-shot kill this Swampert, dropping him down to 2 Pokemon. I'm going to take damage from the Life Orb, and then of course the Yawn is going to put me to sleep this turn. So then he is going to come back in with the Salazzle, and he is going to outspeed me here and just go straight for a Fire Blast. That is going to knock me all the way down to about a third of my health, but unfortunately I am asleep this turn, so nothing I can do. So the next turn, he is just going to go for another Fire Blast. Unfortunately, he does not miss, and that is going to be more than enough to take out my Tornadus, dropping me down to 2 Pokemon. So then I am going to come back in with Arcanine, and I am going to get the Intimidate to lower his attack. Not really going to matter since he is special. And I am just going to go for the Extreme Speed here. Being Choice Banded, I know it should definitely be a 2-hit KO. That is going to drop him down to a quarter health. He is going to hit me with a Sludge Wave in turn, dropping me down to about a third health. But that's okay. I'm just going to go for that Extreme Speed yet again this turn, which is going to be more than enough to take out the Salazzle, dropping him down to just 1 Pokemon. So finally, he is going to come back in with Weevil and get the pressure coming into play once more. And I am just going to stay in here. I have no reason to switch out. Just go for another Extreme Speed, dropping him down to about a third of his health. He actually goes for the Shadow Claw again, but luckily for me, I do survive that in the red with 11 health, which is going to let me go for one more Extreme Speed this turn. Of course, now I get the crit that it doesn't matter, but either way, that is going to be the end of his Weevil, and that is game. So I won that one 2-0 against Brandon, but that was a very good game. Thanks for watching again, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, and or subscribe if you did enjoy, and stay tuned for more new battles in the future. So that's it, and we'll see you next time.